Yes, students, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you would be fine and fit inside your homes. Some awkward moments are on. Sometimes you watch pandemics intensity least, and sometimes it raises up. Schools are shut, and sometimes on economic activities, brakes are applied, and sometimes they go smoothly. So it is a completely unrest seen everywhere because no doubt the fear of COVID-19 is reducing day by day, but all of sudden it increases. So surely something odd is here, pandemic is here. In these days we need to be extra cautious, extra vigilant to save ourselves from this deadly virus. Your schools are shut and you have to rely on these video classes and self-study. There is no substitution for self-study. You have to work hard inside your homes to crack the coming examination, the difference and build your future. Dear students of class 10th to 12th, subject English. From last a few days, I am focusing on the tennis because it is the tennis that is the base for most grammatical concepts in English. And today it is the turn of future continuous tense. Dear students, future continuous tense is sometimes referred as future progressive tense. It is a subtense of future tense. It is a verb tense in which the action will happen in the future and will continue for an unexpected length of time. Remember, future tense is a tense or verb tense in which action will occur or something will occur and will continue for unexpected length of time. It is formalized like this: will be plus the ing form of verb and shall be plus the ing form of the verb. I am quoting examples and you will finally get it. I shall be going to Srinagar. I shall be going to Srinagar. He will be going to Srinagar. They will be going to Srinagar. So structure for it is will be plus the present participle, will be plus the ing form of the verb, and shall be plus the ing form of the verb. Traditionally, we were using shall with I and we, and nowadays at the moment we use shall frequently or often with the will and other third person with the he or other third person singulars. Dear students, now remember it is shall be plus present participle, that's the ing form of the verb, and will be plus the ing form of the verb is the future continuous. Remember, it is a verb tense that indicates that something will happen in future and some action will happen in the future and will continue for unexpected length of time. Examples already given to you. Take some more examples. They will be dancing tomorrow. He will be playing cricket tomorrow. Rashid will be writing a letter tomorrow. So will be plus the ing form of the verb and shall be plus the ing form of the verb is this formula, and by which you can remember or you can recognize the tense. Dear students, every tense has its negative as well as the interrogative form. I will be going to Srinagar. It is I will be going to Srinagar. It is declaration, but in a positive manner. It is negative can be formed. Negative is a sentence in which you find not or you are denying the things. I will be going to Srinagar. I will be not going to Srinagar. I won't be going to Srinagar. I will be not going to Srinagar is it is negative. Take another example. He will be going to Handwara. He will be not going to Handwara. A sentence in which you find not is negative, and negative sentence is this part of the declarative sentence where you deny the things. Their students, similarly, its interrogative can be formed. Interrogative is a interrogative is a sentence or a tense in which the questions are asked, and interrogative sentence end with the question mark. So you have to keep in mind that interrogative sentences are those sentences in which questions are asked, and interrogative sentence end with the question mark. Taking an example, Rashid will be playing hockey. Rashid will not be playing hockey or won't be playing hockey. Is it's negative? Will be Rashid playing hockey? So structure is will be plus subject plus ing form of the verb. Will be Rashid playing hockey? Is it is interrogative? Take another example. He will be playing chess. He will be playing chess. He will be not playing chess. He will be not playing chess. It is negative. Will be he playing chess? It is interrogative. At this end of the sentence, you have to put the question mark. This is the indication. It is interrogative sentence. But dear students, I am repeating things for you. Future continuous tense is also sometimes called the future progressive tense. It's It is the verb tense that indicates that something will happen in the future and will continue for an unexpected length of time. So its structure is like this: will be plus ing form of verb or shall be plus ing form of the verb. Examples: he will be going to school, I will be going to school, she will be going to school, they will be going to school. It is take it is negative can be formed like this: I shall be playing cricket, I shall be not playing cricket. Its interrogative can be formed: shall be I going to school? And you have to put question mark at the end of the sentence, and this is the indication that it is the interrogative sentence. Now it's passive, and there is no passive voice for future continuous tense. Some exceptions are there, and you need to go with these exceptions. I have already addressed you. There is only passive voice for those sentences where action passes from subject to object. Where action does not pass from subject to object, there is no passive voice for such tenses or sentences. And there are some set rules in English, and you have to follow these rules. So, by rules, there is no passive voice for the future continuous tense. But some linguists say there can be a passive voice, because when we are he shall be going school, there is a passive form already, there is a passive word already, that is the be. But some linguists say its passive can be formed: will be playing cricket, cricket will be being played by him. It is not actually correct, but some linguists say that passive can be formed in such a way. I'm giving one more example. He will be playing chess. Chess will be being played by him. Some linguists say it is form. It is passive form. Dear students, now it's 9 minutes video. I'm not English teacher at all. I am shouldering task of teaching you the English because of non-availability of English teacher in our institution where I am posted. Better is to learn these things from English specialized teacher, but something is better than nothing. You are building a track, you are getting a track to reach the grammatical concepts. But before leaving the class, I'm advising you to concentrate on self-studies and hard work, by which you can defeat COVID-19 infection and also can prepare yourselves well for the examination and will crack these examinations with ease. Thanks, be balanced.